Okay, hopefully you can all see Towne Central. All right. As Ralston said, the place that you want to go to log into ADWERX will be to click on your quick links over here on the left-hand side. And then we're going to go ahead and click the ADWERX icon. Right. Today we happen to be in Brenda Fisher's account. She's an agent in our Newport News office because she has several examples of ADWERX and how it works for you. So when you first log into the dashboard, you're going to see all sorts of things here. These are all things that you can do with ADWERX. So you can do a targeted ad by a zip code. You can do a streaming TV commercial, ads for your listing. Notice she has one active campaign right now. That's the listing ads that come from BHHS. Ads for your sphere. Ads for recruiting, which of course normally our management team uses, not necessarily an agent, but it is there in your dashboard. And then ads for retargeting. And notice she has one active campaign here. This is also an ad that you get from BHHS, and we're going to talk about that in just a second. You are on my dashboard right now. If you click this My Campaigns button here at the top, it's actually going to drop you just below that dashboard, and you can see everything that's running right now. So in this case, this is a great example. This first listing right here is a listing that comes from the BHHS affiliate 7-day free ads. Notice this ad just started running yesterday. And we have an opportunity to add our client's email here. The reason we want to add our client's email is because it sends out an email to let them know that you are actually running an ad on their behalf, and they get a nice seller's report that shows all the clicks and where their ad may have been viewed on the internet. I'm going to show you those in just a second. Here's a couple of other examples of some ads here. This is a zip code ad right here. All right. And then this is a sphere ad. Notice it talks about the number of contacts that we're sending it to. And this is our retargeting ad right here. Okay. Notice if we keep scrolling down and we have multiple pages here, she goes all the way out to page 8. We have ads that have been completed. So you can always go back and either add additional weeks, or you can see the campaign results from all of these different ads. I want to show you what the email looks like when you take a listing so that you know what to expect and what to look for in your email box. I've pulled up a couple of examples here. This is the email that would come into you in your email box that says that you have an ad ready. So it's going to show you a couple of different things. It's going to ask you to add your client's email. Remember, we're talking about sending your client an email, or adding your client's email to make sure that you can get a seller's report. And it's going to show you what the ad looks like. So here it adds a photo of the home, it has your headshot, has some basic information, and it's going to pull in some information directly from the MLS. In this case, it's just listed. It's a 4-bedroom, 3.5 bath for $629,000. It's going to show you what the Facebook ad might look like, and it's going to show you what the Instagram ad might look like. And then it's going to give you some basic information. It's going to tell you your ads are going to run for 1 week across Facebook, Instagram, and all over the web. It's going to remind you again to add your client's email. And then you can also view this ad campaign. So you have an option here to log into your dashboard. You get this email approximately 24 hours before this campaign is ready to launch. You do have an opportunity to change some of the information in this ad. If you want to say 4-bedroom, instead of saying 3.1 bath, maybe you want to say 3.5 baths. Or you want to change just listed to something else. You want to add some basic information, you can actually change this ad, and I'm going to show you how you can do that. Once you add your client email, I want to show you the emails that they get. So the first email that they're going to get says this: Dear seller, a digital ad campaign was created for you by your agent to promote your property online. An ad for the property is currently being approved and will run online shortly. This email was sent to share this exciting news with you, and we want to know that no action is required. And then they can take a look at their ad. The great thing about this, though, is that they can share their ad. So you can get even more traction by your sellers sharing your ad on Facebook and Instagram. or even on the web from your seller itself. And we all know that their friends and family love to click on ads. So we always encourage the sellers to go ahead and share that listing to get even more click-throughs. Now, once the ad starts running, your seller is going to get an email that looks a little like this. Okay. So in this case, this is a copy of an ad that was sent out on behalf of an agent. It's going to show the picture of the ad, and it's going to give them an ad performance summary. So it's going to tell them yesterday your ad was featured on a site like ESPN, and it's going to show where the ad actually ran, and it's going to pop it into this great screenshot of a national organization. So we've seen ESPN, we've seen lots and lots of news organizations, especially right now in this environment. Amazon shopping, they do show up on Amazon quite a bit. So you can get an example of where they might run. And these change all the time, so it won't always be ESPN. The email he gets, your seller gets, maybe tomorrow might be something like CNN, and the next day might be Amazon. It's going to tell them that there were a lot of views and also a lot of clicks, and they can also see all the campaign results. And I'm going to show you where you can view those in your dashboard in just a second. And again, it's giving them the option to either share or take a look at their ad. Okay. All right, I want to go back to the dashboard for just a quick second. All right, we're back here on our dashboard. Remember I said that you had an opportunity to change that ad within that first 24 hours? You can do that by clicking this Manage Campaign button right here. Okay. Give it a second to load. This is going to tell you a lot of different things here. Okay, this ad happens to be running right now, but you can go ahead and change some of this information if you'd like. It's also going to give you all of your ad views and clicks. You can take a look at this. This one hasn't been running very long. You can expect somewhere between 3,000 and 5,000 ad impressions by the time this ad is done running in 7 days. All right. So notice these buttons on the right-hand side here. You can add weeks, again, when that campaign is finished running. You can edit your ad. You can change your destination page. We're going to talk about this in just a second. You can copy this ad. Maybe when this ad stops running, you decide to rerun it again, but you want to change a few things about it. You can always copy that ad. You can send a report to your client. Hopefully you've already put in their client email address and you won't have to do that. And then you can also cancel this campaign. This doesn't happen very often, but maybe it's a home that doesn't have a great photo or something has gone on with the ad or something like that. You can always cancel it if you need to. Let's talk about editing this ad really quick. I'm going to click that Edit Ad button right here. Give it just a second to load. All right, so notice that you can't change much on this ad. Remember, these are free ads from BHHS. So they have dictated what our campaigns look like, but they have allowed us to change some basic information. So if you wanted to change just listed, maybe you plan on having an open house right away, you can also change this to open house, maybe 522, something like that. I'm going to change this back to just listed. I don't want to mess with this ad too much here, but you can change anything in these blocks. Okay. All right. You can also change phone numbers. Maybe Cobbs Creek, Virginia doesn't exactly describe it. Maybe you can put the neighborhood here instead. Okay. This always picks up the primary image. If there's a different image or something that conveys a really unique feature, you can always change the image if you'd like. And then, of course, your headshots. Now, these headshots are pulled in directly from your Towne Central profile. So if it changes on Towne Central, it's going to change in here. If you've made any changes to this ad for any reason at all, just click the update button. Now, once you click the update button, that ad is going to go pending again, which means it's going to have to be reviewed by ADWERX to make sure that it is compliant and make sure nothing is spelled wrong, make sure everything looks great, and then they'll go ahead and release the ad. If the ad goes pending, it doesn't mean you're going to lose any of your impressions or views. It just means it's going to pause for a bit and then it'll restart it again and the system will catch up with your impressions. So don't worry about losing impressions if you go ahead and update your ad. I'm going to hit cancel because I don't want to change this ad for her. It's going to take us right back to that screen. Give it just a second here. Okay. I do want to make one other change to this ad. We're going to hit Manage Campaign again. Remember, this is how we're going to update and change ads. Remember we talked about that destination page. So right now, if you viewed the destination page, this is actually going to go to the BHHS corporate, the national website. You can change that, and I highly encourage you to do so because we definitely want more traffic on your personal websites rather than going to the corporate website. All you have to do is hit Edit Destination Page. All right. Notice that the website here is the national website. Okay. You can change this to your own website really easily. Okay. I want to give you a quick tip and trick on this. Okay. I'm going to go to Brenda Fisher's website. All right. This is Brenda's website right here. And I'm going to go to her featured properties. And these are her listings. So we are looking for this one for $279. Here it is, this new listing. Okay. Here's that URL that you want to copy in right there. Here's, in this case, it's brendafisherrealtor.com, listing details, and it's a very long one. If you happen to know your MLS number right here, this case it's 103-20220. I wanted to show you a quick tip. You don't need all of this in order to find it. You can actually take your MLS number and just put your website address .com/ whatever the website is. That's for your site builder users. If you're using a website that's not on site builder, you may not be able to do this, but this is how all of our site builder agents can do this. I'm just going to copy this real quick. All right, we're going to go back to that destination page, edit the destination page. I'm going to pop that right in there. Remember, your website domain, so in this case, it's brendafisherrealtor.com/ whatever the MLS number is, that's all you need in here, and then hit save. All right. That's all we needed to do to change the destination page. Now when anybody clicks on this anywhere on the internet, it's not going to go to the BHHS corporate page. It's going to go directly to Brenda Fisher's actual own agent webpage on here. Okay. I want to show you another email that you're going to get from the system. Remember, there's four really distinct emails. This one is for you. It's very similar to the seller email that you're going to receive. This one says that here's the ad that was running. This is called an ADWERX summary. Do you want to keep running this ad? It's going to ask if you want to extend this ad. BHHS does have some great prices on extending these ads. We do get a fantastic discount just from being affiliated with Berkshire Hathaway. It's going to ask us if we want to extend it, but it's also going to show us where the ad was run. So here's one that was run on MSN. Here's copy. This is what the ad design looks like. This is the number of views that you had yesterday and the number of people that click through. This is going to send us this link here, send us to a graph of this ad's performance. And then it's going to ask us if we want to maybe run some sphere of influence ads, which is what I'm going to show you next. Okay. All right, let's go back to our dashboard here. I'm going to go back to campaigns. All right, so along with the free 7-day ad you get for all of your listings, Berkshire Hathaway is actually giving you one more thing. They're giving you a retargeting ad. So anybody who clicks on any of from ADWERX are going to be added to this retargeting campaign. The list that they send to just keeps building and building and building and building the longer it runs. But basically what happens is that this isn't a listing ad. This is just branding for you. Okay. And this ad keeps being shown to people who have clicked on your ads and click through to view more information. And it just reminds them that they happen to be on your website. Here you are, you're a realtor. It's a great face branding ad that just kind of follows them around the internet all the time. This just comes with the program. This is a retargeting ad. You don't have to pay for this. This just happens. You can also change some of this information. So if you wanted to go to Manage Campaign, remember Manage Campaign is how we edit anything in the system. You can edit your destination page, and you can also edit this ad. This works exactly the same way as a listing ad. It's only going to give you certain fields that you can change because remember BHHS is actually paying for this. So you can change your name. Maybe you want to add some designations. You can change your call to action. I've seen people put in here about ask me how much your home is worth, something about being a certain area expert, number of years that you've been involved, things that, you know, any kind of tagline that you normally have. You can also change your phone number and your location. Maybe you don't want to limit yourself to Newport News, Virginia. Maybe you want to say serving the entire peninsula or serving Virginia Beach and Norfolk. And then you can also change your Facebook tagline. So in this case, it says your local real estate expert. That's what it looks like when you post on Facebook. That headline comes above it. If you've made any changes at all, remember to hit update. We're not going to make any changes to this ad, so I'm just going to go ahead and hit cancel. All right, so we've looked at the 2 free products that are available from BHHS, that 7-day free listing ad, and then the retargeting ad that continues to follow people around. But I wanted to talk about a couple of other things that they do offer on here. If you wanted to pay for ads that were targeted by zip code, you can actually start a new campaign, and any of these buttons will take you to all of your different options. Zip code is probably the easiest one to look at. So you're just going to enter your name and your city and state. And then it's going to ask you to check for availability. When you check for availability, this is going to check for certain zip codes. You can pop in as many as you want, and they're going to show you whether it's available on web advertising or whether it's available on mobile advertising as well. Let's take a look at this real quick. So, and I'm going to just pop in Newport News, Virginia. Just going to copy an ad. She already has one running, so we're just going to say we want to run this one again. Okay, here's our availability. And by the way, this is with the Berkshire Hathaway Home Services discount applied already. It's going to show you what's already been sold. Remember, they're not going to oversell ads because there's only a certain number of impressions that can be sent to certain areas. But it's also going to show you what's available. Okay, so the difference between a web ad and a mobile and Facebook ad. A web ad would be things that are like on desktops. So if you happen to be on a news website or Amazon on your desktop, those are web type ads. Mobile and Facebook ads come if you're using any kind of app, if you're logged into Facebook, or if you're using a mobile version of a website. So you can actually target both the desktop version and a mobile version or Facebook ads. The reason why they separate them out is they can be actually slightly different audiences, but also the ad sizes are a little bit different, and also how you target them is a little bit different. So in this case, it looks like we have some availability in Gloucester. Williamsburg, of course, is pretty sold out on here, but you can enter any zip code you like. I happen to live in 23430. So I'm going to check Smithfield, and look at that. There's lots of availability for people to retarget people like me in Smithfield if they would so choose. Okay, there's only 2 slots sold in here. Now, if all the slots are sold, the system will send you a little email when something becomes available, and it'll let you know that, hey, a zip code has become available. It usually says, hey, 23188 is now available. Would you like to start running ads? And if you click on that, you should be able to start running as long as you get in there first. Okay, I'm going to go back to our campaigns. All right. Here's the other ad that's probably really popular. This is the ad for your sphere. How many of you have a Excel spreadsheet, or you're using a CRM and you have lots and lots and lots and lots and lots of email addresses? If you want to retarget to just a lot of different people, especially if you have a great database already built up, you can start a new sphere campaign. Now, the sphere campaigns are done so that you can target to individuals that you're already working with. I'm going to go down here, and I'm going to show you what that looks like right now. Brenda actually has one running right now. And in this case, she has 339 unique contacts. Now, the nice thing about this is that it's a flat fee for the number of contacts that you put in. So you can be charged per month up to a certain number of contacts, and they start at 500, and you can add from there. It's a fairly inexpensive way to just target the people that you're already working with who may not have clicked a listing ad, and just kind of follow them around the internet. Again, you can change that ad, and you can update your information. You can update how that ad looks at any time under the Manage Campaign. They also notice that here, this one has a switch to an annual campaign to save even more. ADWERX does have a program where if you're paying for ads, the longer you pay for them, the more discount there will be. So if you're paying via monthly, or if you're paying quarterly or versus annually, it'll continue to save you more money the longer you commit to these ads. The nice thing is, though, is that they don't hold you to it. So if you commit to an annual contract, but you want to cancel at any time, you're still receiving the lower amount for your advertising, but you actually can cancel at any time. We do have a dedicated phone number for people who are working with the BHHS affiliates. At any time, if you get stuck, you can always contact the live chat. You can also email them. And this phone number goes directly to people who are working with the BHHS affiliates at all times. So you can contact them if you get stuck, if you aren't sure about a campaign, if you can't figure out how to change something, if you have any questions about any of your reports or anything else like that. I highly encourage you to contact ADWERX. You can also contact your web support team, websupport@bhhstowne.com, and we'll be happy to take you through the ADWERX program again, or answer any questions that you have. So that is ADWERX in a nutshell.